Alright, what's going on, guys? Big Dealer here. I'm bringing you a new weekly recap video where I go over crypto. Today I'm just going to go over Bitcoin. I got a few requests to go over Ethereum, but might just make a separate video on that. Haven't really been watching it and I don't have too much time to make this video, so I'm just going to go over Bitcoin. Basically, I want to publish these videos every Sunday after the close where I just discuss what happened in the market throughout the week and talk through my expectations for next week. Sometimes I'll review my trading performance, go over what trades I took. But this week I didn't really day trade too much. Just I've been in spot. But yeah, it's really exciting times in crypto right now. We just passed $10,000. Went up to like 11 something, but the fact that we passed $10,000, cheers to that. If you're in Bitcoin, you got 5-figure BTC now. So yeah, pretty exciting times. Hopefully we'll start. Geez, 10,000, already halfway back up to all-time high. But yeah, let me know if you guys prefer me to have my levels marked out beforehand, or if you rather me just mark them out in the video. I just have a blank chart here. I marked out this weekly demand. That's about it. So let me know on that. But let's go ahead and just hop into it. So we had another strong weekly candle. I think from the lows, December lows, were about 250. Yeah, about 250-ish% from the lows. So it's a little overextended. I wouldn't be too surprised to see a retrace, a decent sized pullback sometime soon. But I don't think we're done here. I think we still got a little bit of room to go higher. We don't have too many weekly levels, so let's just go down to the daily time frame and go ahead and mark out my next high time frame resistance level, my next target. Let's see, I think it's that high. Yep. So this is my next high time frame resistance level, like I said, and this is where I think price will stop for a little bit at least. So if you watched my previous video, the plan pretty much worked out to a T. Not to brag, but fuck, that shit went pretty perfectly. I was comparing this area of price to this area, and if we continue to follow that plan, basically what you can do is take a measured move. So if you take this low after we close above this high, this low, and basically I'm gonna mark right here because this was the last high before we got a down candle, so it's like a 34% move. So if we take a 34% move from this low that we just had after we close above this high, right? Take this low, another 34% move will take us just a little bit above my 11,750 target. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm expecting price to go from here. And after we tap this, I think we will range for a little while. Probably, well, let's just go ahead and see how long these were. So yeah, about 31 days and 34 days. So yeah, you can expect 3 to 4 weeks of a ranging market, basically. That's not to say you can't take trades, because there's definitely a ton of trades with this volatility. Just because we're ranging doesn't mean there's not setups to take and gains to be made, basically. So let me just go ahead and mark out a few other daily levels. As far as buying, if we do dip after we tap 11,750 or before, if we do break down, I'm looking to buy more spot around 9,250. So in this daily demand zone, and if we come back to test this weekly demand level, right here, I only have the top marked, but I'll be scaling into spot all down here, basically 9.2 to 8.9. Anywhere in between there, I'm fine with scaling into more spot because I think we're going higher. As far as leverage longs or leverage positions, I would not be shorting this. Definitely not shorting this market. It's just too strong right now. You know, if we get back below this weekly demand and start going down, who knows? But as far as where price is at right now, I'm not looking to short this thing. Break it down to the H1, and I want to show you guys how similar Bitcoin, the price action is all the time. It's what Bitcoin loves to do. I know people say all markets, you know, repeat the same patterns over and over again. I don't know. I've seen Bitcoin, it just repeats the same thing. And compared to FX, some FX pairs, I don't know. I just don't see the same kind of price action. But basically, we had this range, this big down move, this big down candle set the range high, range low, a fake out above mid range, came back down, didn't sweep the low. Unfortunately, that's where I usually like to enter at a sweep of the range low, but it didn't get that. Rallied back up, swept the range high, came back down, and still did not sweep the range low. And we just went higher. So keeping that in mind, we have our range now. We have this high and this low. It's looking pretty similar. We just didn't sweep the range low, came back up. Now we swept the range high. If you know, if we don't close below these lowest closes right here, you know, it could be a buy, preferably. This is what I'm waiting for at least. If we get a SFP of the range low into demand, you know, that's a buy all day for me. We sweep this low into demand, close back above here, that's a buy all day. Basically something like this. You usually get a little retest or like a under over pattern after you sweep the range low. Usually offers a second entry if you're not already in, or you can compound. You could go on half risk, add onto full risk, like on the retest. You know, that's just something you can try out. I don't really do that, but you know, if you don't get in on SFP, that's always another option. So if we do get that set up, like I was just talking about, I'm gonna long, and my target is at 11,750, and I'm gonna have this my stop under this wick, basically something like that. I hope you guys like this new cursor. I usually use this dot because as a price line, I like to be able to see it, but you guys weren't able to see it apparently, so just switch to this arrow. Maybe it's easier to see. So yeah, it offers like a 7R trade, 7 risk to reward. I think it's a pretty solid trade, and I'll definitely be buying if we get that SFP. You know, there's not much else to talk about. I do want to mention this one thing. It's not really relevant to Bitcoin right now, but I just thought it was kind of interesting. I see this happen a lot. So if you look, we get this big sell-off, right? A big down candle, but you get this big wick, meaning, you know, it got bought up really quick. But even though we closed way back up here, look what price did. It still almost filled in this whole entire wick. Boom, right? So it had the kind of same thing. This big down move, got bought up, closed way back up here above mid-range, but price still came back down and almost filled this entire wick. Kind of same thing right here. Big sell-off, bought back up, closed back above here, price comes back down and fills in this wick. So that's kind of just a little tip. Whether you put that into action or not, it's up to you, but I just thought I'd mention it because I was just looking at it earlier. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this weekly recap video. Sorry if it's a little bit longer, and make sure to let me know if you guys prefer, like I mentioned earlier, if you prefer me to have my levels marked out in advance, or if you want me to do it in the video, kind of explain it a little bit more. Yeah, just let me know. But thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.